What's going on, guys? Wes for another review, and this time it's actually going to be my own personal experience, use, and opinion of the Generation 3 Oura Ring. Before we get in this video, keep in mind that my training regimen is heavily dedicated to using a barbell and dumbbell, and because of that, it's just generally not going to be a good review. But I highly encourage you to go check out my other dedicated video on the Oura Ring on exactly what's proprietary about this device, because there are a lot of great things about this. Mainly that readiness score that focuses a lot on recovery and mental health, which I absolutely love. Unlike devices like the Apple Watch, who put caloric expenditure at the forefront of your focus, since I've switched to devices that focus more on recovery, like the Whoop strap, which is my main go-to, I have made leaps and bounds more progress of my overall physical and cardiovascular health. So keep that in mind as we're going through this video. And you're not going to see a lot of B-roll in this video, mainly because of what I just said. I can't wear this device for reasons that are not on their website. They say, hey, maybe if you're using a barbell or a dumbbell when you're lifting heavy weights, you don't want to scratch this device. But that wasn't my main issue. I actually don't see that many scratches on it. It's a really durable and well-built ring, but it was uncomfortable. That pressure at different weights or different movements really did not feel comfortable against my finger, so I would take it off. And the suggestion you see is to use something like an Apple Watch, which will track your caloric expenditure, and then you can import that information into Apple Health and then into the Oura Ring platform. But then now you're talking about buying a $300 device that now also comes with a subscription requirement of like $6 a month after that. And then you're talking about buying, potentially, if you don't have one, a $430 Apple Watch. That's just insane to spend that much money when you can just buy other devices out there that will encompass everything that you need to do and be able to use it for exactly your training regimen. But again, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of great things about using this device. Once I actually got comfortable wearing rings, because I don't, it was great for my sleep tracking, my recovery focus, even with that imported, because I test different things on this channel. I do have an Apple Watch, so that combination of the Apple plus Oura Ring was pretty great. One issue I had though, when I would take the ring off because I was working out, I would forget to put it back on. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I just want to clean up, I want to go home, and then it would be hours later where I'm like, oh crap, I'm not wearing my ring. So then I would put it back on, but then you're missing a huge gap of information that the Oura needs to develop that readiness score for the next day. It's not that big a deal if you are missing, just a fraction of a 24-hour cycle, but it can happen, and the more data you give devices like this, the more accurate it's going to be specific to you. Another thing of note, the reason I really wanted to try this, because I did have my prejudices beforehand because of that issue with using a barbell or dumbbells with this device, was the fact that I did see them sponsor, and I'm not going to call them out by name, different CrossFit athletes with this device. And I knew this prior to going to the Rogue Invitational, which was here in Austin, and I wanted to look and see in the field what kind of devices, and I do this for a lot of products just because I want to see what's out there, of who is actually wearing their Oura Ring, and I didn't see it. I saw Whoop straps, I did not see anyone wearing an Oura Ring, even though there were workouts where it wouldn't inhibit any of your performance. Like it wouldn't be any sort of discomfort. Like, for example, here's some footage of me rowing, jump roping, doing handstand push-ups, and that's just because I was trying to incorporate using the device as much as I could without the aid of an Apple Watch. And one other thing that I love about the Oura Ring is that activity detection, which is something that the Apple Watch just can't seem to grasp. Other devices like the Whoop have, and having to not reach down and start your workout, or I have issues where it pauses on its own for whatever reason, even if I put it on water lock. That really, really helps when you're trying to track your different workouts. So another thing I would note, again, I don't wear rings, but over time it did feel pretty comfortable, and it was nice not to have anything on the wrist throughout the day. And I love watches. The Apple Watch is something very handy, and I love the ease of use of it, that I could start wearing again instead of having, like a Whoop and an Apple Watch on both wrists. I also have a box of watches, of a bunch of watches that I absolutely love to use. So then again, I didn't have to wear two things on both my wrists. So that was just kind of nice to have an activity tracker that goes on a different part of the body. It's definitely something that people who don't do something more barbell or dumbbell focused could benefit from using this device. I highly recommend, no matter what device you choose, to find something that does put that recovery focus And what Oura does differently, if you haven't seen that video, again, go check it out, is it really puts mental health at the forefront of your focus as well. So that's my breakdown of the Oura Ring. It's not specifically for me, but that doesn't mean it's not for you. I will do another specific video breaking down the difference between the cardiovascular strain score of the Whoop strap versus the readiness score, because that's going to be the big two proprietary things with the difference of these devices, and they both measure HRV and recovery, so there's a lot of similarities. It's just the different form factors that they come in. So hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for that, and hit that notification bell so you know when that's coming out. Also, hit that like button or comment below based on your experience using the Oura Ring in your training regimen if you have anything that differs from mine, or if you just want to add to the dialogue that I have provided here. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.